Today we're checking out he lost 1.6 million to a woman who doesn't exist. Dear Lord. Sometimes I be feeling like the world that we live in nowadays is just not built for certain old people. Like the people that they'll take their phone and then they use it like. And if you know, that's the worst way to use an iPhone, but I digress. Let's go ahead and get into it, man.
There we go.
Ron Williams never imagined he'd have to tell his son he lost everything he'd saved up to someone he never met.
At first, I was devastated and I felt stupid.
The 76-year-old retired insurance agent from Brooklyn says it started with a random text message from someone calling herself Jenny that turned into friendly banter.
What is that, on Telegram? Bro. Y'all got them Telegram messages? I get them on a regular basis, man. A random person. Hey, how are you doing? How are you? Bro, I be trolling them, low-key. Maybe I'll show y'all how I be trolling them somewhere.
With Jenny sending this video and saying she was 33, Christian, and living in Boston.
Should have known it was some woman's video that lured him in. And this old man got. This story is about how a retired 76-year-old man lost everything after an AI investment scam took $1.6 million from him. 1.6.
Bro, hold on. How do you get scammed for 1.6 million? After like $2,000, you should realize something's going on, right? For me, it'll be like $75, $50. But come on, 1.6 million. How many times did he have to sit there like, oh, okay. Dang, bro. I don't mean to laugh at him, but dang, bro.
All started with this video here. Look how they got him.
It was easy communication. It felt very comfortable.
Jenny soon told Williams she was making a fortune investing and asked him to join her. Within about 6 months, he'd invested $1.6 million. He could see his money growing on the platform. But Williams' son had suspicions.
Part of what's hard is from the very first moment he tells me about Jenny, and he's like, you ever get one of these messages? Yeah, all the time. And they're all fake. We had the suspicion, but not the evidence.
Yes, they're all fake. But his old behind daddy was too old to realize it wasn't real, especially when he saw Ling Ling show up smiling and talking.
Until he did a reverse image search on Jenny and found several social media accounts using what appear to be the same videos.
Did you ever ask to meet her in person?
Several times.
There was always an excuse to not meet in person.
Right.
Months into the relationship, Jenny told him she lent him $110,000 for a big investment opportunity.
The reporter just said months into the relationship. Don't tell me they catfished this old man. Catfish mixed in with an investment scam all at the same time. So he thought he was talking to a love interest maybe? And that was used to lure him into an investment scam to steal all his money? Wow. And then she told him she was lending him $110,000 for him to invest in an opportunity? Like what? What is this all about?
For real, what's
When
going
he tried
on?
to pay her back, the wire transfer to China was blocked. So Williams agreed to meet a runner in his home and handed him a bag with 100.
Man, come on, bro. So you're trying to send this girl money and it doesn't work. It gets blocked. And so you agree to meet a runner. You 70-some years old walking down the street to meet a runner so you can send money to this person you've never met. This is what I'm saying. The world ain't built for certain people at this point. Like, you old, you getting scammed, you know, grandma over here getting scammed by Elon Musk and stuff like that. Like, bro, technology is moving too fast for certain people. They don't know how to navigate within this. It's crazy. It's crazy. Would y'all do a scam like this? Man, my morals would be in fluctuation if I had a chance to just scam some rich old person out of millions just by acting like a random Asian woman. I wouldn't do it. I can't even say I wouldn't do it. I keep it a buck with y'all. I can't even say I wouldn't do it. If there was a dude just over here actually trying to give me that money and I'm just pretending to be some random girl that I found on the internet and using her picture. Let me not mess myself up. Let me not incriminate myself.
$10,000 in cash.
Wow, the things he had to go through just to give these people his money. Couldn't transfer it, so he met up with these scammers and gave the money in cash. And I bet Ling Ling didn't even show up. This man took $110,000 out the bank.
Let's talk about the fact that her name is Lang Lang, though. Like, bro, come on, bro.
What? Cash. They could have knocked him upside the head for that money and kept going.
I didn't know. My God, like what a terrifying idea.
At this point, do you think Jenny is even a real person?
At this point, I'm wondering, but I'm so deeply in terms of money
you're not,
that I'm praying that it is true.
And when Williams wanted to take out his money, some $4 million, Jenny said he'd have to send more money to cover the taxes. That's when alarm bells started going off.
Oh, that's when alarm bells started going off. I know I'm pausing a lot on this. My bad, y'all, but good grief, bro. Oh, this is cringe. This hurts.
Wait a damn minute. What a damn.
Yeah, so you invest money and somehow accumulated $4 million in this fake investment account, but you can't pull any of the money out until you send them some more money?
William's son then made his own AI-generated video of Jenny to show him just how easy it is.
I felt this incredible connection.
Williams accepted he'd been scammed and reported it to police and the FBI.
This is not the work of some supercoder. This took me 3 minutes on a site that didn't even charge me money to do it, and that's super scary.
NBC News reached out to Jenny, but she never responded. We have not verified whether the person seen in the videos is real or AI generated.
Things that we would tell our
NYPD financial crimes detective Daniel Alessandrino says AI is supercharging these scams.
now with AI, they're giving you realistic videos and it looks like you're really talking to the person.
He says never invest or send money to someone you haven't met and report these scams right away to give investigators a chance to recover stolen money. And he says in some cases,
at this point, like rules or like PSAs, like stuff that they just listed right here, talking about never send money to whatever. These, for me, these are the equivalent of signs where there's a giant gaping hole in the road and you're just walking down the street and they have to legally put a sign there that says don't fall in the hole, because there's going to be some people that are just ignorant enough to fall in the hole. That's what this is like to me. Like, or caution, the coffee is hot. Don't spill it on your lap. And they have to legally do that because somebody's going to spill it and sue them. Like, it's those types of things. This is that easy to me as those types of things. But people need that nowadays because the world ain't built for certain people. Technology is moving so fast that people are just getting lost in the sauce. Like, I could go on a whole rant about that. Maybe I will in a different video, but I'll keep it chill now. But it's just like, dang, that's kind of sad. It's kind of sad.
the scammers themselves are victims.
They're victims of human trafficking, where they have these compounds and they lure people on job opportunities. They torture them unless they provide by doing these cons.
There was no way out.
22-year-old Arnold from Uganda connected with us through Amnesty International. He asked us,
what if this is Jenny? That's Jenny right there.
Reveal his full name because he fears for his safety. But Arnold says he paid $2,000 to a job agency that sent him to a scam compound like this one in Cambodia, where he says he was forced to find victims for investment schemes using social media.
You feel their pain. You're also being tortured. You are being beaten.
The Cambodian government says it's cracking down on the scam industry and has denied that it's complicit. Thousands of trafficked workers have recently been released from scam centers. After about 6 months, Arnold says he was released and often thinks about his victims.
They just saw me as the devil. I do not blame them, but the people in those companies are also just victims who are under immense pressure of life and death. And when they return, because they do not earn anything, life even becomes harder to them, just as the people that have lost their properties and money.
Why do you want to speak out about what happened to you?
Majorly because there are a lot of people who are still there, who need help, but also this work is still going on. So there are more people who are being affected through these schemes who may need to learn about all this.
We always want you to do something else.
The irony is not lost on Williams that he works in tech and was unable to help his dad sooner.
That's also the deep guilt that I carry is like, I mean, I got some answers, man. It's like, we could have talked about this.
So he's now using what his family learned
How do we fight this?
to build an app to help people identify scams.
The thing that was the most gut-wrenching was when I asked him what you did it for, and he shared it was because I wanted to leave you something. Like, he's the gift. This is all we want.
Vicky Nguyen, NBC News, New York.
Well, now he's not leaving his son anything because he just gave that $1.6 million away to a bunch of scammers that catfished him with Ling Ling. And I'm sorry, as soon as he saw her pop up, he should have realized it was a scam. One, she's not even real. But even if she was real, why in the world would that woman be talking to you? Number one. And two, when you ignored that the first digital transfer didn't go through, when you didn't realize that was to protect you, you went around the parameters and said, no, I'm going to give my money away by any means necessary. Come on. Then gave the money to the so-called runner that, in my opinion, was actually the scammer because Ling Ling didn't exist. Like, why can't the feds hunt that person down? And then the news, they took this story all the way around the world, talking about scamming data centers in some foreign country, when the people that scammed him, they lived right around the corner. Yeah, a lot of these foreign scammers are already in the country. That's who got him. They're not in a little hut somewhere. The people that stole from him, they're already in this country. It's whoever the so-called runner was that came and picked up the first $110,000. Go get him. Yeah, a lot of these people are already here. And they probably targeted him specifically, him and all the other old people. But how they took this story all around the world, connecting some other random scams to his story, throwing people off? No, the scammer was up the street. He met the scammer in person and gave him cash. Bottom line, he was lonely and old. That's how an AI catfish was able to lure him out of money.
If you got that much money, bro, to be able to just throw away 1.6 million, how are you still lonely, bro? I don't get it. I don't get it. He's able to dish out almost $2 million on a person he don't even know. Bro, if you got that money, even if you an old freaking bag of dirt, just go out to somewhere. Go to a bar. Go to, like, I guess probably not a club. Man. I don't even go to clubs at my age. But go to a bar. Go somewhere and then just find a woman. You can let her know you got a lot of money very quickly and you could do what you got to do. But it ain't gonna always work, but it'll work way better than just finding some random Telegram user that hits you up. Like, I don't understand why they don't see this stuff. Like, that's just a sign of how fast technology is moving right now. Even right now for me, maybe I'll be 50, 60, 70 years old and I'll be getting got. I can't imagine that right now, but who knows, man? But this is ridiculous, bro. Come on, bro. Somebody just needs to, like, what are we talking about?
Took him decades to save in just a few months. They do this to old men and old women all the time. Now, I do feel bad for the son because somehow he's replaying all of this, thinking about what could have been done to stop it. But this is why we will never stop getting those scamming emails and text messages. It's because they have people like this, especially the old and vulnerable, that's falling for the scam every day. Sadly, they're using technology and AI to make the scams more believable, and no, it's not cool. Something should really be done to safeguard the elderly because at this point, they're the easiest to fool, and scammers know that. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this below.
I want to thank everybody who supported this channel.
Yeah. Good grief, bro. Like, I mean, I can't stress enough. There's got to be some sort of, I don't know, like, there's got to be some sort of courses offered for older people that are trying to get, I don't know, hip to the new technology going on or something like that, because the way that they're getting got by this type of stuff is astonishing, to put it lightly. Like, I really do feel like millennials are kind of the most tailored to this stuff, because let's put it this way. We grew up Like I'll put it for my own growing up personally. So when I was growing up, people didn't have cell phones when I was young, like let's say 8 to 12. I got my first cell phone at 12 years old, and it was a little flip phone. I think it was a Nokia or something like that, just a basic flip phone. I'm playing Snake on that joint. I had that, and it was just for me to contact my parents, and that was cool. It wasn't even nothing to brag about to my classmates or nothing. It was just like, okay, I got a way to call my mom. That's it. And I remember VHS tapes. I remember, Blockbuster, you rent a movie, you got to rewind that joint before you return it. I remember that. I remember cassette tapes. I remember radio players or whatever they were, or something like that, where you get this big old like boom boxes or whatever. I remember those, and we had like a little speaker system, and it was so cool back then. And CD players. I remember Walkmans. I was talking to a friend of mine not too long ago, and she's like in her 20s, and I asked her, do you know about Walkmans? And she said no, she don't even know what a Walkman is. That's crazy to me. And so many things. Y'all remember dial-up internet? For those that are around my age, y'all remember dial-up internet? Where it like you got to connect to the internet, you got to turn on your computer and then start the internet connection, and it does all those annoying sounds or whatever. And then when you're on the internet, nobody can use the landline in the crib. Like you can't use the phone if somebody in the crib is on the internet. I remember those days. I remember all of this type of stuff, and we lived from that specific time where it was basically what we would call almost prehistoric type technology to now we have AI, we got all this type of stuff that we can use, and we live to see that. And so our whole life we had to adapt, and adaptation is kind of a part of our own lives and culture now. But it wasn't like that for the generation 1 or 2 steps before us. Like there's so many people that I know that are like older, and they'll be like, man, I've been doing this for 30, 40 years. Like this is how it's been for 30, 40 years. Blah, blah, blah. I know what's going on, but they don't. They're lost. Adaptation was not necessarily a part of their lifestyle, so they just figured out what works for them and stuck with it. But millennials, we constantly have to adapt almost every day to whatever's new, whatever's coming out and stuff, and we're open to it, and we embrace it and learn about it, educate ourselves on it, and then we can harness that newfound power or whatever. But that's kind of a new thing. And if you want to talk about Gen Z is kind of bombarded by it. They didn't get to live the life of calmness. They didn't get to live the life of when you're a little jit and you're going outside and playing with your friends. If it's wintertime, you have the snowball fights and stuff like that. They don't know what that is even about. They're in the crib on Minecraft on their iPads when they're like 8. So it's like millennials are low key. We're fired. We're some ghosts out here for real. We know both sides of all of this. I remember Blockbuster, Family Video, Hollywood Video, all that type of stuff. I remember these old things. So I don't know. Like, I don't know how to really help these old folks that are getting gypped by these scams and stuff. Because scam comes my way, I see it from a mile away, and I just start trolling them, and it's fun. But if I was like 50, 60, 70, 80, I'll be out here, like, and getting gypped. So I don't know, but that's crazy that this dude had to go through pushing on 2 million just to figure it out. And it's really, he got saved by his son. So that's crazy. It's sad. It's sad to see, but I guess somebody got to get got, but he got. And looking at the environment that he's in, it looked like he still got some money left over. He had to have a lot of money if he's just dishing out 1.6 million on a random non-existent person. So hopefully he's doing all good or whatever, but good grief, bro. This is insane. But Hey, what can you do? What can you do? Just don't let it happen to you. Bars. So with that being said, man, that's gonna be all for this video. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Throw your comments down in the thing down below. I want to hear it. I'll be responding to every comment. So let's have a discussion about this. What do you think about this? With that being said, stay up, stay blessed. Peace out, G.